Hey everyone, welcome back to the NES Archive, where we are taking a look at the North American NES library one game at a time. Today's game was originally released for the Nintendo Entertainment System on October 1986. The game is Ninja Kid. Ninja Kid is a character action series of games. It's really kind of an action platformer, and if we take a look at the back of the box, it says, "Join forces with the Junior Champion of Justice. When the monsters of Demon Island steal human spirits as their first step in conquering the world, Ninja Kid comes to the rescue. In this game pack, the young champion of justice must evade a number of traps that these demons have contrived. And in this action-packed adventure, Ninja Kid survives a wicked dogfight, fights enormous fires, and duels against giant demons in order to recover the stolen human spirits. You'll spend hours of challenge and entertainment assisting the junior defender of human rights conquer all evil." The game was developed by Tosei Software out of Kyoto, Japan. They're mostly known for developing Game & Watch Gallery, and they share copyright with Nintendo for the legendary Starfy series. They have a reputation for being kind of a ghost developer, as they often don't put their name on the games that they've made, not even giving the developers credit. They have made video games for just about everything from arcade games to PS4. This game was published by Bandai, which eventually became Bandai Namco. They were also responsible for NES games like Galaga, the Rocketeer, and Xevious, as well as Muscle. Let's talk a little bit about the story. Ninja Kid has to save human souls from the demon that has trapped them, just like every other story. Your main objective is to destroy the Demon Castle, which is occupying the area and threatening the existence of Shangri-La, according to the instruction booklet. In order to get to the Demon Castle, you first have to complete 5 tasks. You have to survive a dogfight, you have to go to the poison fields, you have to light candles in the blazing inferno. There's one called Guerrilla Warfare, and then if you get all 4 of those, that'll open up Demon Hell, which is a vertical shooter part of the game, and if you finish that, then you get to go to Demon Castle. The game really kind of reminds me of a retro roguelike, in that the levels seem to be random every time. The overall map is different. But you don't keep anything from one playthrough to the next. There seems to be a good amount of variety as far as the enemies and environments go. The tasks in each of the 4 levels, they're kind of the same, except for one where it's different. For instance, most of the time you just have to beat demons or collect souls. And then in one of them, you have a little tiny fire that follows you around, and you have to light 10 candles. I found this one to be the most difficult because you've got to fight enemies while you're getting the candles lit. The controls are good, though the jumping does feel a little bit floaty. The graphics are pretty decent. I like the big sprites, and the animation really isn't bad for 1986. I think the sound and the music is pretty decent. The music is memorable. When I finished playing the game, I found myself kind of humming the song in my head over and over again a little bit. But there's something that's lacking here. I can't really put my finger on it. Maybe it's just not polished enough. Whatever it is, the game just isn't any fun. At least I didn't think so. It's certainly not a polished game, and it shows when you're playing this game. I couldn't find any reviews from the time, but what I did find is people generally did not like Ninja Kid. A little bit of trivia about the game. It's actually based off a Japanese manga and TV show. In the Japanese version, the main character is named Kitaro, and he uses his hair as a weapon rather than the dagger, flying fingers instead of an iron star, and a vest instead of a feather, and finally a gita instead of a boomerang. Now, I don't know what flying fingers or gitas are, but I don't really see the need to change why they would. I don't really understand why they changed how the character fights when bringing it over to the US. Now, I've never played the Japanese version, but my guess is it plays pretty much the same, and they just replaced the sprites with something else. When I was growing up, I had never heard of Ninja Kid. In fact, I never heard of Ninja Kid until I started out the NES Archive. Is there anyone out there who has played this game? Am I wrong for not liking it? I feel like it has everything going for it, but it just didn't feel fun. I want to know why I'm wrong about this. Please let me know below. Well, that's it for this episode of the NES Archive. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.